Hi, my name is Tina. Welcome back to my channel. I'm a part-time reseller and I sell on platforms like eBay and also some on Poshmark. But I'm going to talk about the haul that I had, and then I'm going to tell you how much I paid for everything. So on this day when I went to the bins, there really wasn't a whole lot. I don't know why, but the bins were actually kind of shallow that day, and I got through everything within like the first hour that I was there. And so I really didn't film anything like I normally would have, and I didn't find anything that was like crazy. So I'm just gonna do a haul, just because I personally think some of the things that I got were really nice. I'm gonna talk about the things that I found, and what I found was I found some vintage. I found some items for myself. I found some things I'm going to take to a buy sell trade store. And I found some things that I'm going to sell on eBay. And hopefully I remember to cross list and put it on Poshmark. But to be honest, I've been really slacking off over there. But so on this day, I went to the bins and I got through everything within the first like hour, and then I left and went and came back. So I actually have two purchases, and I paid $1.79 a pound for both of those. So on my first go round, I actually had 13, almost 14 pounds that I paid for, and that came to $25.01. And I also picked up a pair of shoes, and I also left and came back when they were doing the rotations, and I got 3.72 pounds, and that was actually for $6.66, which I'm going to be honest with you, I rounded up because I honestly am like, ugh, that number. But yeah, so I am going to talk about what I got. I did get those pairs of shoes for myself, and I'm just going to briefly talk about those and a couple other items potentially. Alright, so these are the shoes that I bought for myself. These are just some Steve Madden leather, like pebbled leather, like combat style boots. I don't have a pair of these, strangely enough. Even though I do have a fair amount of black shoes, I don't have a lot of these kinds of boots. And they are actually from like Steve Madden. So that's a fairly good brand. I know Steve Madden can sell for some good stuff. I sold a lot of their vintage items back when like the Y2K thing was kind of booming around like 2020. But these are in really good condition. I don't even know that the person who bought these wore them all that much because they like look so nice on the bottoms. But I bought these for myself. They were $3.75. So I was pretty excited about that. Then I also picked up this. This is a Dress Barn women's size 8. It's vintage. I love a good button front dress and button front skirt. And for me, this was such a win. I already tried it on. That's why it's not buttoned up all the way. But it did have this like smocking on the back. And it also had these buttons, which I think makes your waist look super snatched. And I love that. So yeah, and this is just like a maxi skirt. I love the print. I'm not planning on selling this, for one, but if I were to sell it, I probably would use words like romantic, dark romantic, and I really do love like dark florals, possibly even like vamp or something like that, but that is just for me. And then I also got this. This is just a Liz Claiborne women's like sort of nylon rain jacket, and I love the plaid that was up here that is just like possibly wool, but it doesn't feel exactly so. Probably a polyester like flannel, possibly cotton. But I just thought this was so cute. And it has like this vent in the back, so I just got this for myself because I actually really like buying Liz Claiborne stuff, especially if it's vintage. And I'm not sure that this one is, but I definitely thought that it was worth a try. And it does look like it had a lining at one point, but it's missing, and I don't care about that. But this is just something that is for me, and I can't wait to wear it. Next up, I got this for myself. It was originally from Ross. It's just from some random like brand called Sweet Rain that I have never heard of in my entire life. It didn't look like it went for much, but whoever bought this either didn't feel like returning it, or they just like couldn't return it because they waited too long, I guess. But it's just this like black jumpsuit. I did try this on too. I thought it was like so cute, and because it's so lightweight and everything, I really liked it. Whoever paid $15 for this, I would have paid $15 for it. But it's so cute. It has these like cargo pockets right here, and I love that it had this thing at the bottom because I'm a short girly. So like whenever I go and I buy something, I hate when I have to get something hemmed. But I'm so in love with this, and I can't wait to wear it like outside. I might be able to get away with wearing it to work, but I'm not sure yet. I need to think about that a little bit first, because you just never know. But alright, so that's pretty much everything that I got for myself. Next, I'm going to talk about the stuff that I bought from my buy sell trade. And I picked this up. It's nothing amazing necessarily. That's the brand right there. But I know like it can be sold on ASOS, so yeah. But I did think the pinstripe was kind of cool. It is a petite and it is a medium. It is brand new with tags. Someone originally got this from Gabe's but didn't want it, I guess. And so now I'm gonna take this to my buy sell trade just because they love new with tags. So, and I love selling them new with tags, especially if it's at a bin and like nobody else wants it. It's just low hanging fruit for me. I will absolutely take that and go and double my money. Next, I got this from my kids consignment box that I have. It is a Carter's, just a little girl's like long sleeve, and hopefully they take this as well. And I'll probably like film at least part of like the buy sell trade stuff that I do drop off. But this one is gonna go to buy sell trade too. It is a Lily Pulitzer extra large. It has this like palm tree on it. Funny enough, it is like a white color, but I didn't see any like stains or anything like that. So yeah, but because it's so plain, even though it is an extra large, I am gonna take this to my buy sell trade because they love Lily Pulitzer, love her, so I know they're gonna take it, and I'm more than happy to sell that to them. Especially because Lily Pulitzer used to sell for more money, and I don't know what happened. I guess it's just oversaturated now, so you really can't get away with just putting anything online unless it's like one of her prints that are like really rare. And there are people who do collect her stuff, but this is not something that I would go out of my way to sell myself. This one is it's very cute. This is so adorable. This is so adorable, and it is brand new with tags, so definitely looking forward to selling this. It probably was at like a Costco or something like that, and I say that because of this tag. So the tag kind of looks like it probably came from like a Costco or maybe even like a Sam's Club or something. But I know like with this print, and because it's brand new, that they will absolutely take that from me, from my buy sell trade, and it is a women's size large, so that's a good size as well. All right, next up, I'm going to talk about the items that I purchased that I'm going to sell myself. And I'll explain to you like why, and I'll even put up some comps so you can see how much I expect to sell it for. At least if I can't find the same item, then I'm going to put like whatever the similar item is that sold for it. And yeah, just to give you like an idea. But this one, it's nothing spectacular. This is just a Old Navy. It is 100% cotton. It is a size 8. But I will say for these, for these, most of it is a style for me. If you look at this, like it has like these like cargo pockets, and I think this is an intentional thing down here, but it's has these utility pockets in the back, and it is a straight leg. Oh yeah, it's definitely on purpose now that I'm looking at it, because it's like got this distressing on both sides, if you can see that, and then also like down towards like the leg. But I am going to sell this myself. I will probably use keywords like utility. I could potentially use parachute pants or paratrooper if I wanted to, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use those just yet. I knew that this was vintage also because of like not only just the font, because they don't use that anymore, but also because of the fact that like this was on the inside, and usually there should be like a date code, but it's way too faded for me to read, so I can't really say for sure, but definitely vintage. And yeah, I'm super glad that I was able to get these, because I'm sure that they're gonna sell. Also, I found this is like sort of like a corsety kind of style. This is a nothing brand. It's just like Taylor brand. What is that? Taylor brand. I can't read that. I don't know. Something about B Moss. I really don't know. But it is made in the USA. And it does have this lace to it, which is something I also have been looking for a lot lately. And even this design is definitely making me think like Bridgerton. And I could potentially use that if I wanted to. I'm still not sure yet if I'm going to try to throw that one in there. But this is a style-based pickup and definitely giving that like Y2K sort of Bridgerton coquette sort of thing. And this is just a women's medium, so I'm happy for this one as well. Then I found this is so freaking cute. I'm super sad that it like wouldn't fit me, but I did think it was pretty adorable, and it is just this like baby doll top from Forever 21. And this is the tag, so you can take a look at that. So that told me that this was like an older Forever 21, which surprisingly these things are selling right now. And I usually with this kind of fabric, I try my very best to make sure that there aren't any pulls or anything, because this sort of like chiffon style is like really good for like pulls and stuff like that. I don't see a size in here, so I don't know what to make of that one. But I do think that this is so adorable, and I have seen other people selling these things for a fairly good price as well. So I'm excited to see how this one works. I wish that it was a maxi, but I just don't have the luxury of kind of like getting whatever I want to. Otherwise, I think we would all want Gucci and Prada and Louis, and none of them were there. So you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit, you know. All right, so I got these These are just some bongo pants, capris. I swear back in the day they used to call these kinds of pants like clam diggers, if I'm right. It kind of reminds me of like Fergie when she went to that award show and she had on like the, what is that? Like the newspaper boy hat, if that's right. I'm not sure if that's a newspaper boy hat. But it just reminded me of like something Fergie would wear back when she was still in the Black Eyed Peas. But it does kind of have this like herringbone style to it, and I love the cargo pockets, which I think also goes along with like this shift that people are doing towards like military and like utility items. This one is a size 5. It was made in China. So if anything, I'd probably say this was like a mid-2000s style. And I have seen other people selling these as well for a fairly decent amount, around what I would normally expect for like a bins purchase. Next, I found these. I haven't looked these ones up yet, so I'm not quite sure what the style is. But these are some marine layer athletic fit men's joggers. It's an extra large, and I just thought that these will probably sell. If they don't, then I'm more than happy to take this to my buy sell trade store, just because I know that they love a good men's brand. But oh, okay, so it does look like these came out in summer of 2003, so these are fairly recent, and I do have the style number in here. If I remember, I'll pop up the style number on the screen so you know what it is. But these are organic cotton and elastane joggers. Happy to sell these. Might go to the buy sell trade store. I'm just not sure yet because I haven't had a chance to look anything up. Not these anyway. Next up, I found this. It is a men's Patagonia extra large button down. I did see this in the rotation when I came back, and of course with Patagonia, this is organic cotton. Here goes the fish. This is what I saw initially when I was at the bins that made me decide to pick it up. But it does have like this ventilation here near the pocket. So, and this vent here also. So I guess this is more of like a fishing shirt. But my plan is to take this to my buy sell trade store. I know that Patagonia, unless you have like a jacket or something like that, or like maybe like some insulated something or whatever, it probably isn't going to sell for a whole lot. Even the better sweaters I feel like are very much so oversaturated. So this one, I know I said I wasn't going to do this. I know I did. I said it. I said I wasn't going to do this anymore. But this was sitting in the bin. It wasn't that great of a day. I'm not even going to lie. And I was really disappointed because I really thought I was going to find more on this day. But this is just a Fredericks of Hollywood vintage. I didn't see a union tag, but it does say that it's made in the USA. Size 34. That's the logo there. And I'm not sure exactly what was here, other than maybe there was some sort of like lace, like a lace-up situation, possibly with like a ribbon or something. But I can buy ribbon, and I think I already do have ribbon, so I'm just gonna like put some ribbon there and lace it up myself. It does have this like weird discoloration here, but I did see that other people were selling this in a very similar, if not exact same style. Can't tell if there were garters on this at one time or not. Let me see. Okay, so it looks like there could have been garters on this at one time, but because it is a corset, I just couldn't pass it up. And that weird discoloration, and there's some scratch that's right here. Maybe I should have left this behind, but My last one sold really quickly, so I'm gonna give this one a try. The lace is still intact, and that's mostly what I cared about, so we'll see how much that one ends up selling for me. Alright, so this is a brand that I keep hearing about, even though I have never sold it before because I never find it at the bins. But this is a size extra large, and it has a roll tab sleeve. It's red. It's definitely giving like login look. It is not... Oh, there's like a little bit of a stain, I think. You can see that, but I'm just gonna wash it in some detergent. But this is not a linen. It is a rayon blend, and it is like very much so giving lagging look, very much so giving like, I would even say maybe on the coastal grandma, although the red kind of is like throwing me off a little bit. But I'm gonna give that one a try, especially for like a bins purchase. I just couldn't pass it up. But we'll see how much that one sells for. I'll pop up something on the screen if I can find something similar. But then I found this. This is so adorable. Oh wait, I think I do see a little bit of a stain back here, which maybe with a good stain remover that will come out. It could have been next to something that was dirty or something, I don't know, but we'll give it a chance. And this is a Cinq à Sep in a small. It has these like ruffles and this beautiful button on the side closure. This thing at the top kind of is like an ascot almost, so I guess that's supposed to be like a bow kind of a situation. But I definitely would throw a keyword in here like coquette, feminine, French girl. Maybe French girl would be a good one. And I'm gonna see what I get with this one. I did not see the materials. No, I did not see a materials tag, so I can't say for sure if this is like a silk or not. It could be, so I might just end up hand washing this one so I don't end up ruining it. I don't have a setting that would allow me to just wash that for like silk or something, so maybe I'll just do like a hand wash for myself. Okay, and this is the last thing that I bought. I'll show you this. That is the brand Jofeld. Jofeld is made in the USA. It has these gorgeous details on it, like this velvet and then these buttons I thought were like absolutely fabulous. Another thing that I also like was really attracted to was the fact that it said it was water repellent, crease and stain resistant from Depop velvet. Well, maybe that's just the style name. But it looks like it is a it's really hard to see. It is made in the USA. It is a 80% wool and nylon blend. But I thought this was so cute. It just reminds me of something that someone would wear to like an opera. Or like a really nice like play. Like a Broadway show. Like, I just think this is so cute. Of course, I looked everywhere for a size and... Oh, okay, here it is. It looks like it's a... I think this might be a large. It's really faint and hard to see, but it looks like it might be a large. But I just thought that this beautiful detailing that was around the neck was absolutely gorgeous, and I just Love the buttons. So yeah, I'm excited to sell this. I did find a comp, so it might sit for a little while, but I'm fine with that. And it does look like it's in really good condition. Lately I've been picking up a lot of these like wool jackets, so I guess people are just donating them now that the season is over. And it did look like all of the buttons were intact, so pretty happy about that. So yeah, that is everything that I have for you today. Thank you so much for sticking around. I originally was going to film, and it was like kind of unfortunate that I didn't film because the bins were so shallow on this day. But I wasn't gonna post this, but I did think that maybe someone would find some kind of value in it. And I love to talk about the things that I find. And I hope that you stick around and that you also want to know what I found at the Goodwill bins. But I guess I'll see you guys next time, and thank you so much. Bye.